Okay, so the message today to the coaches and the team, mental intensity and urgency equals energy. And we wanted to play one play at a time like it was game on the line, regardless of competitive circumstances. But urgency and mental intensity, and that it would come from the coaches. If it came from the coaches at all times, the players would feed off of it. So I think we got better week 2. I think we got better week 3. And I don't think defense gave up a first down till 4 minutes ago in the second quarter. And then, we pulled them pretty early in the third. So I thought Indiana State did come out early in the game and play hard, flew around. We just had more bullets in our gun than they did. We emptied the bench, played a lot of guys. So wasn't pleased with some of the penalties early. We did make a lot of explosive plays in the game. So questions?
Yeah, you started Zen over Benson on the offensive line. Just what went into that decision? Then Benson was obviously in the second half.
Yeah. Benson was not available for the first half. Violation of team rules and regulations.
I guess you probably don't know much yet, but any sense of with Lee Beebe what kind of happened on that play and
yeah, I think it was non-contact,
mm-hmm.
and we'll find out more Sunday or Monday, I guess.
Coach, big night for Omar Cooper. You've talked about him since you've been here, about his potential. I guess, is that kind of what you're talking about, and what were you so pleased most about with his game tonight?
What I was pleased most about was, his production. And what was his production? Omar Cooper, 10 for 207, 4 touchdowns. Ooh, that's a pretty good day's work. Yeah, I think, they had a hard time with him out on the perimeter, obviously. So, and we got him the ball, and there was some space, and he took advantage of it.
Ravi, on your left with Sammy.
Yeah, Coach, I know this one just ended, but obviously everybody's talking about Week 4 showdown, 2 ranked teams, prime time. Just your early thoughts on having a matchup like this in your home stadium.
I'm sure it'll be electric, but, I'll kind of think about it. Tomorrow the coaches are off. Players have trainer check-in. And we'll get back at it next week.
Sammy, upper left and Seth.
Coach Steve Daly had the big tackle on the fake punt and then another sack. Can you talk about his production and then what you saw on that fake punt that allowed him to make that stop?
Yeah, well, he's been improving and, getting better every week. Feel good about that. Him and Wyatt were big post-spring additions. They faked the punt because we jumped off sides the play before on the punt block, which was an undisciplined penalty. And he made a nice play on it. I can't tell you exactly what happened. I didn't have a great angle. But we got the ball back in plus territory.
Seth, on your left and Josh.
Kurt, you've spent the last few weeks talking about the things your team needs to clean up around the edges, little details that can show up down the road. I know you haven't watched the tape yet tonight, but do you feel like your team made progress in that area tonight, or do you still have some concerns going forward?
I think I said that already. That, we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish tonight. And the defense, last week was a kind of a point of emphasis for me. And I expected us to have a dominant performance, and we did. And we swarmed the ball. I wasn't real pleased with the penalties on special teams, the penalties on offense with the ones. The quarterback was 19 of 20 for 270, but threw it out there a few times when he shouldn't have. But all in all, we took another big step forward, yeah.
Josh in front of Zach Pete.
Coach, after Fernando kept the ball on an option, you took a timeout and were upset with him. What was behind that, and you just want to keep him healthy?
Yeah, he had made a couple poor decisions consecutively. And I had just alluded to throwing the ball in the RPO when he should have given it. Should have handed the ball to back on that. Was starting to get off rhythm in the pass game a little bit. So was just trying to reel him back in a little bit. And then he made a really good play the next play.
Zach, be in front and we'll finish with Zach.
Coach, what did you learn about your team's maturity tonight?
I think we've taken the steps we need to take. We got a lot of guys that played a lot of football. I heard a stat that we're the most veteran team in the Big Ten in terms of career starts by far, what the stat was. So, all the teams in the past, kind of like the new quarterbacks, have been able to build on their success and develop more confidence and cohesiveness and unity, and develop positive intangibles, which are important moving forward. And but I want to put it all in perspective too. I don't want to be sort of go overboard on it. But I thought we did tonight what we wanted to do, and I was pleased to see that. And I didn't see anybody relaxing at any point in the game, coaches or players. And so coaches could use a day off. They'll get one tomorrow. Players will get an extra day, and then we'll pick it up for the next one.
Zach, last one.
You talk about some of the things you want to get done, especially defensively. I think it's 30 tackles for loss the last 2 games. I recognize the standard competition is going to go up here once you get into conference play, but especially given how many new faces, experienced faces, but new faces you had on that defensive line, do you feel like that group is starting to kind of control the line of scrimmage the way that you want it to?
Well, I'm sure we probably controlled it tonight, but I don't want to make statements without watching the tape. Coach Haynes would have a better idea maybe of what was going on over there. All I know is they didn't have a first down until 4 minutes ago in the second quarter. And if we wouldn't have pulled our defense, I don't know if they'd have had 30 yards total offense. So, but I think this offense was a lot different than the first 2 offenses we saw structurally. And the first 2 offenses we saw were really capable of putting you in conflict. And we saw it with ODU on the quarterback runs, and we saw it with Kennesaw with the tempo and a lot of different formations and looks. So I sensed we had a good week of practice on defense, and that this was a little bit more of a conventional offense, so to speak. I felt pretty confident that we'd get this kind of a really good performance, and that ought to give us confidence and belief moving forward.